So, I just got the new iPhone 16 Pro, and let's go unbox it.
The wasteland where we all take a vow. Some grow due to radiation, two heads where there usually is one.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. The iPhone 16 Pro in Desert Titanium Gold, along with its screen cover or screen guard. Now, it also has a USB-C to USB-C braided cable with the SIM tray pin, and of course, the manual. It's kind of a bit odd because it's a different shape from the previous generations, and unfortunately, we are not getting any Apple stickers today, or we are not getting any Apple stickers this year. So, Apple, why do you keep removing stuff in your box? Like, it just makes me wonder, like, what are they gonna be removing next? The box? What do you guys think? Okay, so let's fire this bad boy up and see if this iPhone 16 Pro is really worthy of an upgrade. The iPhone 16 Pro is definitely on the higher end. As expected with Apple's flagship models, you are definitely paying premium. But the real question is, what are you getting out of it? So let's talk about the key features or what's new with this iPhone 16 Pro. One of the buzzing features about this iPhone is the Apple Intelligence, which I'll talk about it later. One of the standout features that has been added to the iPhone 16 Pro is the camera control. And it's not a button. Apple deniably said so. It's this right here. It's on the side. It gives you more flexibility, but it's gonna take some getting used to. It's placed in an awkward position, whether you're shooting landscape or even portrait, so it might slow you down at first. Other than that, we've got the usual upgrades like faster processor, better camera, which is 48 megapixel, and better stabilization. We also have an improved display of 60Hz refresh rate, and of course the USB-C to USB-C braided cable. Now, what do I personally love about this phone? There's a couple of things that kind of stand out for me. Okay, so first, the refresh rate. Everything feels buttery smooth. Especially if you're coming from an iPhone 12 Pro like me, it's definitely a noticeable upgrade. Second, I love the log shooting mode, especially when you like to color grade or edit your videos, making them like cinematic. This phone is perfect for you. However, there is a trade-off. It will consume or eat up your storage, so you better get an SSD for extra storage for your iPhone. If you're shooting 4K 60fps and 120 fps, you would need an SSD to make it work. The stabilization is also great, and that's something I really appreciate being a run-and-gun photographer and a videographer. I think it was also pretty good on the 15 Pro, but it feels even more refined now. On the downside, the camera control placement is really awkward for me. Whether you're in portrait or landscape, I think you're gonna struggle with this. It's placed in a way that it takes some time to be comfortable with it. The bezels are thinner, which makes it more immersive, but if you're upgrading from something like the 12, 13, 14, or 15 Pro, it's not that big of a deal, at least for me. Sure, the screen is now 6.3 inches compared to the previous models which had a 6.1, but it's not actually a game changer for me. So what I'm really disappointed about is the Apple Intelligence. Yes, because they've released the phone, but we are still not able to use it until late December, which is the date when they are planning to release this program. And mind you, they have built this phone from the ground up specifically for that feature, which is the Apple Intelligence. I was so excited to try it out, but it's so strange that it doesn't come with the phone right away. Given how integral they made it sound at the keynote, and its absence at launch feels a little bit off to me. In conclusion, if you are upgrading from an iPhone like a 12 Pro or 11 Pro or any older generations, it's definitely worth it. The faster refresh rate, improved camera and stabilization, and the new features like vlog shooting really adds to the experience as a content creator and a filmmaker. But if you are coming from, or if you are an existing iPhone 14 Pro or 15 Pro user, you might want to hold off and see what next year's model brings. The upgrades here are nice, but probably not enough to justify the leap for those who wants to upgrade using a more recent phone model. So who is this phone actually for? It's definitely for creative videographers, photographers, filmmakers, you name it, or anyone who wants a top-notch performance and is not afraid of dealing with large amounts of space when they are filming. Overall, I have only been using this for a few hours and I could say I am pretty happy with it. Also, before I forget, the audio mixing feature is really awesome and it's really useful for me, especially when recording videos. Is a nice touch. The phone is smooth and powerful and it's a solid upgrade for me. But depending on where you're coming from, your experience may vary. Let me know what you think about the iPhone 16 Pro. By the way, this is the desert titanium color. And this is the new color for this flagship model. Comment down below what you think, and if you have any more questions, just put it in the comment below.